Just about set for baseball here at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Ed Walsh, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box, Alex Rodriguez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Number 3.
The 1-1. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Next for Seattle, John Holderud. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Strike called. Now the throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
At the plate, Carlton Fisk, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rodriguez is under it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready for another chance? Alex Rodriguez. He reached on a single in his first try. 1-2 the count to the Mariners shortstop. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be...
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Alex Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat, and Ichiro's running. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Alex Rodriguez. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. Striding forward now is the DH. Paul Konerko 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ground ball left side. Backhanded. 1 away. Ready now for the White Sox, Joe Jackson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the 0-1. To short. Rodriguez on the grass. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Pale Hose put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Mark Burley is credited with the win. So that'll put a wrap on things here. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. Greg Maddux is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chipper Jones. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Chipper Jones.
Hit down the third baseline. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the second now in Atlanta. It's the Braves 1 and the Tigers 0. Leading off the inning, Hal Newhouser, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hal Newhouser.
To the left side. There to take it is Chipper. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next up for Detroit, Harry Heilman. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Harry Heilman.
The 1-2. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in now one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Popped him up. Freeman moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. The next to bat for Atlanta, Chipper Jones. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Stepping in for the Braves, Fred McGriff. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
McGriff.
Oh, and there There's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Up next for Atlanta.
Into the box now, Dale Murphy. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Drilled to first. Oh, what a stop. To second for 1. It's late. He's safe.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chipper Jones. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. 3-0 pitch. Is looked at for the first strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Cobb is there. Makes the catch and the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first.
From the place affectionately known as the K, we're at David Kuhn, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Here it is. And there he goes towards second. Pulled softly out toward right. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Mike Sweeney, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pitch inside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. but I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. Two guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Mike Sweeney becomes out number 2 this inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bonds moves over. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Royals strand a pair. It remains 1-0. Up next for the Buccos, Pliny Trainer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Riding in once again, George Brett, a base hit in his first trip. The 1-2. Down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. So now 2 men in scoring. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Brett. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready once again, Roberto Clemente.
Right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
The windup and the 0-1. Attempt here. Brett fields it cleanly. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. Ready for another chance. Barry Bonds. He flew out in his last at-bat. Set to deal on 2-2. Hard down the line. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across. Ready for another shot now. George Brett. He went down on strikes last time up. That one's in there. 3-1.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Mike Sweeney. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Beltran.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Bat explodes as this has popped up. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. Back now from Kansas City, Missouri, as we get set to begin the top of the 9th inning in this one.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
Time now for baseball from 24 Willie Mays Plaza and stunning AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store. Number 23, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy has what we call Uncle Charlie. What's that? That's the 12-6 curveball. Simply look at your watch and look at the 12 and look at the 6. This guy throws old school. They call it a straight downer. However you want to call it, a 12-6 hook. This guy has one of the best ones in the game right now.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Hitting off for Seattle, center fielder number 20.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And Jr. lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2. The 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Griffey is retired, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP.
So striding in, Ken Griffey Jr. as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 1-2 pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great digging in to try it again, Ken Griffey Jr. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guys not going to worry about 3 strikeouts. Digging in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one end to end. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters. That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Popped him up. Irvin in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. San Francisco posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Joe McGinnis is the winning pitcher. Now nighttime baseball. Coming to the plate now, Barry Bonds, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air out to center field. Griffey Jr. is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Skied into very shallow right. Ott is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
High in the air into shallow left center. Bonds over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left. Digging in for his second at-bat, Buster Posey. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Leadoff man set down now for the veteran Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr.
This is pulled into right. And a base hit there is Junior's aboard.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Raul Ibanez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Kent has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next for Seattle, Brett Boone. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Boone.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Next to bat for the Giants, Jeff Kent.
Second baseman, Jeff Kent.
High in the air out to center field. And Junior's there to make the play for route number 2. Leading off the inning, Rich Aurelia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Griffey going back on it to the track. And as Giants fans hear on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Digging in and looking for more, Ken Griffey Jr. He singled his last time up. 2-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Last chance for the Mariners. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Now batting, Raul Ibanez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. 1-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ott has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The San Francisco Giants came through late, taking the lead in the 8th. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. Pedro Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And this is taken for ball 4, so it's a 2-out walk here in the top of the first.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And this pitch misses for ball 4, so that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Roberto Clemente, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Working to escape the first inning jam. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Will Cooper, a West Virginian, gets the call to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Beltran moves over, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Next for the Mets, David Wright, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
David Wright.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Bonds has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Up next for the Buccos, Barry Bonds. He flew out in his last at-bat. Liner toward right center. And the Pirates are in the hit column. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Looks like the pitching coach might want to have a chat here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I agree with
Leading off the inning, Barry Bonds, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Next up for New York, Buddy Harrison. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Bonds, and that's the second out of the inning. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Lays off 2-2 now. The 2-2 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. A solo shot here to left as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.